Love you. Good night. No. Sorry. Love you. What is up, guys? Jay Play here, bringing you another TN4 weekly live newscast. I will be your host for this evening. I'm also joined by my two co-hosts, Burns and Tyler. Go ahead and introduce yourself, guys.
It's Burns.
Oh boy, it's a good way to start this one off.
Tyler.
Okay, and we're also joined by our two special guests. I'll let them go ahead and say hi. Tammy and R. Griffin.
What's up, guys? Yo, hoy, hoy.
All right. All right. So, yeah. So pretty much we didn't have so many stories this week. It's been a little slow. That tends to happen.
It's actually pretty good that we, was good and not good that we haven't had many.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's been a slow week, like we said.
Yeah.
But it's been alright.
Definitely been a little slow. All right, so we'll go ahead and pick up on our first story. This is actually Tyler will be taking over on this one.
Yeah.
So you want to go ahead and introduce it?
You want to do it, Grandpa, for me?
Oh yeah, sure. All right, so this one is titled "San Andreas Clans Going Down." #Hell No. This story was actually in response due to Symmetrix Media Roleplay had posted a story saying that. What was the exact date? Do you remember it, Tyler?
I
believe it was December 20th. I want to say somewhere in December 20th. They gave an exact date. What they had said was that is the day.
Correction.
Yeah. Oh no, December.
We're in December.
I know December 20th is when they expect it to be done.
Oh, my bad.
But anyway, so basically what they said is sometime in December 20th they expect that San Andreas clans will. What was that called? They will just pretty much drop it off the face of the earth.
Yeah,
They won't mean anything. Yeah, they won't be known anymore. And Tyler, being a San Andreas gamer, was a little upset about that because he knows that's absolutely not true. So go ahead on that, Tyler.
As what Jippley said, it is about what Symmetrix posted, saying that they said that we estimate by 12, which is December 20th, in 2014, that the San Andreas game or clans will be blinded, which basically means nobody will care about it. They also said that there's a couple of clans out there called San Andreas Emergency Services and Alaska Department of Public Safety are the only ones standing with a low memory rate. That is not exactly true. There's actually plenty of other San Andreas clans, just like the Miami-Dade Police Department and the New York City Police Department. They've been up there for about a month now, and they're going pretty good. So,
right, because Symmetrix said that there was only two clans, right?
Yeah, Symmetrix said that there were only but two clans were the only ones that were standing. So that basically means that they're the only ones out there.
Yeah.
So as you can see, so far, Symmetrix Roleplay Media doesn't have their facts straight.
Well, that's mostly because I don't think anyone in there is plays San Andreas, to be quite honest with you. So wherever they feel like they can start writing stories about San Andreas when they don't really know much about it, it's a little out there.
Well, in all honesty, when I actually did San Andreas, I seen, and even now, back maybe in the summertime, that actually San Andreas clans have grown in a sense.
No, and I'm not going to lie, because you know what? It's only getting more realistic. And people say this all the time. Of course, GTA 4 is more realistic, but think about it. Which one do you crash on less? Which one? Yeah.
And don't think that you won't get back a loss.
Yeah.
This is actually a proven. It's a proven fact that San Andreas does not crash as much. It barely crashes.
Barely crashes. I've never crashed once on there since I've played.
I have never crashed at all yet. And not only that, but texture loss. You don't get texture loss. So that's the perfect thing.
Yes.
Like, that's the only good part about it. Like, not only that, but yeah, the graphics may be shitty.
Yeah.
But it may not be as good as.
And you know what? That's what turns people away from it. But it definitely is still realistic. Not gonna lie about that.
As you can see, like what we said in the.
Oh, actually, we have it right here. Let's go ahead and read over what exactly was said by Cinematrix. So they said right here, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas for PC has been out since the 7th of June in 2005. That's a long time. Clans later rose in late 2011. Now, is this true, or were there clans earlier than 2011, late 2011?
I have not heard.
But wouldn't you assume that what was happening in that 6-year gap? You know what I'm saying? There had to have been clans, obviously.
Yeah, they were clans, but I mean, it wasn't,
it wasn't
like
crazy.
They are now.
Okay, so then he says, but now in late 2014, the clan rate has dropped. Clans such as San Andreas Emergency Services and Alaska Department of Public Safety are the only ones standing with a low member rate. Most of these clans have more staff than they do members. Both of these clans are really not noticeable, and most members have transferred to LCPDFR communities such as LCDOJ. Once again, there they go promoting LCDOJ, not, whatever. And Mounties Gaming. We estimate this was by December 20th of this year, that Grand Theft Auto San Andreas will soon become a game that will be blinded. Quote unquote, blinded. And then they said, we want to help these communities grow and become as successful as they were in the past. And let's make the date December 20th, not a remembrance of the day Grand Theft Auto San Andreas clans disappeared. Now, see, I don't know, that's a little mind-boggling there.
Well,
so they pretty much say that the clans are going down the toilet, and then they're saying, oh, but we want to save them.
But why are they predicting?
Yeah, who are they to predict? No, who the hell would say December 20th? I would say maybe the year of 2015, maybe. If not, maybe like a span of years. Definitely not a specific day of a specific month of a specific year.
And it's not like San Andreas is going away.
Yeah,
it's just more
it's
people
never
not
gonna.
doing clans, and then they're just having servers that are. And if you see that it's San Andreas multiplayer, they have we don't even need a clan for the roleplay server.
Oh yeah, no.
There's like scripts made for that.
Yeah, definitely.
Exactly. Like, I mean, it may not be as good as LCPDFR. And sorry, I just fixed my mic, guys, because I actually saw someone said I was so quiet, so I finally fixed it. But, what GTA San Andreas may not be as popular as GTA 4 just because of the graphics and all the scripts. In a better way, in a sense, it is actually better than GTA 4. Just like I said, you don't crash, you don't get texture loss, you actually get to have ELS. It's actually called ELM. You get to have like canine dogs, taser scripts, realistic uniforms, realistic cars, pretty much everything you want. Just like in GTA 4, you can have it all in San Andreas. Just the graphics is not as good. Sorry, I just fixed my mic, guys. I mean, as what they said, they're predicting that it's going to be going down on December 20th. Yeah, we all know it's December 6th. We still have 14 days left. But for my prediction, they're not going down. They're going to stay up just like LCDOJ and Mounties Gaming for GTA 4. They're going to be up for a while.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
I mean...
Alright, so... Yeah, let's just pick up on the next story. I think we had enough about that one.
Yep.
Alright, so let's go on to... What do we have here? Oh, the new Alaska State Troopers clan. Hashtag Inside Scoop. Alright, so this one had to do with AST Toxic. He had started up a new AST clan. for LCPDFR, and pretty much from what he's told us, and we've seen the proof. He had 13 members before he even started up the clan. He had 13 members ready to go. So this brought on a whole nother topic about just Alaska State Trooper clans in general. As like, because you guys notice that most of these clans are extremely successful when they start off, and that's what ends up killing them in the end, is just way too many members.
I don't think it's that. And
I feel like it's that.
I don't think it's not there's too many members. It's just they start to realize that it's like, all right, we got the members, whatever. We have this, and that, and then they're like, they'll just go patrol. We don't need to do anything about it. Well, you gotta keep on track within your command staff.
Oh yeah.
And make sure you keep up to date with everything. Like, every day you need to have a meeting with your command staff. I mean, maybe you don't feel like that, but at least talk to them and be like, all right, you guys have any problems that we can fix? This, and that. How do you can recruit members? Whatever. But that's how you feel. But that's how I feel.
Mm-hmm.
But if you think that I mean, for this clan, you have 13 members right out the bat, but maybe say 2-3 months, you might have.
But it was the same thing with Michael
60+
Jett's
members.
clan. They definitely had that many
And
ready to go.
they could have stayed open, but just things happened and didn't go well, and they decided,
That's
all
true.
right, we're just gonna shut it down. We don't feel like this, and they expanded off and they did their own thing.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. But I feel like it's just like a reoccurring thing lately. That they start off very popular, and then it's something just kills them, and like they just can't. Like you would think that's a clan that's going to last a long time. They have a lot of members, but maybe when you open up a clan, that's not really should be really the goal is the members.
Yeah.
It should be having fun and role playing, you know. And if
Yeah,
members come and go, if you have one member and it's just yourself, you know, it's still a clan.
You know, and it's like, well, I want to know in all clans. I mean, even just with the ASC fame, why did they shut down? I mean, Johnson's clan was up for a time, you know, and that was probably, you know, the best ASC clan out there. And then eventually started falling down. The guys started giving into doing other stuff, personal life, whatever. And now, you know, they're all still playing the game, but they're all in different clans, or they're just playing for fun. And that's how most clans just turn out to be, in all honesty, except for Mountains Gaming at the moment.
Yeah.
They've been straight up, and they've been playing, you know, with the RCMP team, and they've been, you know, very well known within the even RCMP too, like the real RCMP.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which
All
is like unusual.
Yeah,
good.
definitely. All right, so let's move on to the next one. What do we have here? So we have California State Roleplay. Hashtag because there definitely is some drama happening over there. This is actually
yes.
quite an interesting one. So we had gotten a tip from an anonymous source. He was an ex-member of the command staff, and so this is how it pretty much unfolds. Two people who were above this anonymous source, their names were Devin and Chris, had issues with this command staff member. And pretty much what they did one day is they brought him into a channel. They left him in the channel, the source said about an hour, and Devin said it was at the most 20 minutes. So they left him in a channel, and they had a meeting without this person discussing what they were going to do with him. So they had this meeting, and they all went back in. It was Devin, Chris, and some few other command staff members went back into there with that anonymous command staff member source. And what they did was, apparently they screamed at him, they yelled things at him, they told him things that they don't like about him. And the member Chris, this is a little graphic, he said, F your family, and I hope your whole family dies. He said this to the source.
No.
Damn.
I want to
Yeah.
comment on that. That's getting definitely personal.
Yeah, seriously.
That's like, that's a threat. Well, that's not a threat, but you said something that's like.
That's not. Yeah, it's not a threat. It's definitely something that looks unprofessional. That's your command staff there, saying this to a member.
Come on, there's no clan that's been like, that has never said that overall. There shouldn't be no reason to mention somebody's family and say screw this, screw them.
But you know what?
whatever.
Anger does things to people. So I mean.
Oh well, that's where it showed out. Like.
So that was the most disturbing part about it. But
Yeah, but it just doesn't seem like it needs to be taken that far. I mean, yeah, we know that you're angry, but you don't need to say that you hope someone's family
now
dies.
even Devin who is the director of the California State Roleplay Clan, he confirmed that Chris did say these things and that he did have a talk with him to discuss how unprofessional what he did was. And I mean, yeah.
Yeah, well, it's, if you're going to be a command staff of a clan, you need to know your limits. And
definitely.
That was definitely over the limit. And, if, and in all sense, you should definitely check yourself out at the moment.
Yeah.
Because you are talking to somebody that is a member who did,
and here's one thing. Here's one thing about this. Devin did not, from what we've seen, we have not seen any type of suspension or ban on involved with Chris' actions. So we didn't see any action taken with that. So I'm assuming Devin saying he was going to have a talk with him pretty much was just to get us to shut up in a way. Maybe, I don't know, but we didn't see anything actually happen. We didn't hear about anything happening. So we assume that nothing really must have been discussed.
And
that's pretty much what if nothing happens, it's They
just need to grow up, and if you're gonna run a clan, you really need to be mature enough to run one.
Yeah, that's also true.
They did up until that point. Now whoever's who said it, we now know that you might do this to another member in your clan. This might reoccur again.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully it doesn't.
Yeah, definitely not. Yeah. Okay. So we'll move on from there. We'll go into the submit your tips. This is just a little something we want to put out there for everyone. If you are a member of a community and you would like TN4 to cover an article, please submit a tip to us into our newsroom. It does not have to be positive and it does not have to be bad. So therefore it can be either good or bad. And all tips are looked at seriously. We investigate all of them. And that's pretty much it. You can always put in as anonymous. You just have to give us some type of idea where you're from. You don't have to tell us who you are or anything like that, because it helps with proving the legitimacy of the actual tip itself, knowing that you come from a certain community, things like that. But so let's move on to our last story before we go on to our special guests.
And just before to warn you guys, this story, might become just a few words here and there might, not be, well. I mean, if you read the story on the on the site.
Yeah, it's a little graphic. Some things that are said. If you don't want to hear it, I suggest
I don't think we'll need to mention it, but.
Oh no, it'll be brought up. It'll definitely be brought up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it would definitely.
It'll definitely. That's the whole point of the story, Burns.
Well.
All right. So in the past, we definitely have.
In
the past, Team 4 has definitely investigated. We've definitely done a lot of investigations on the old LCDOJ dispatch director, Brett. Apparently, he is famous for allegedly asking members for inappropriate pictures while being an active member within the clan. The story, we did reach out when we started developing this story that we just put up today. We did reach out to the LCDOJ community owner, Polecat, regarding the allegations, and his reply basically were the allegations are true, is what he said. He said they are true. Brett has done these things. So just to put that out there, it's proving a lot. We're still not saying it's true. So all right, let's move on to that. So
not a crime.
So
if you don't tell.
Yeah. Hold on, I gotta put that picture up. Oh, I almost forgot.
Oh God.
We haven't.
Oh my God.
There we go. There we go.
Now, before we continue with the story,
God.
now this is related to the story and other allegations that have come from, LCDOJ. Like, have you seen that it's always been LCDOJ members that have had these types of problems?
Yeah, I did notice that.
It's been them. Now, is it something that Director Polecat is doing? Or is it just members are doing on their own, getting more personal? And the best friend that I still talk to, I met from clans. But it's not like I, do this and that with him. But, that's your own choice if you guys do that. But it's just it's like every week we have something within the LCDOJ that has to do with this type of stuff. Like, we don't want to keep posting it, but it's just what we get, and we want to just post.
And all the facts are out there. Everything's there. We're showing you what we see. So if we didn't believe it, we wouldn't put it up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So here we go. So pretty much this involves Josh. He is an active command staff member within LCDOJ at the moment. Brett no longer is a part of LCDOJ. This did take place back when they were both a part of the clan, though. But Brett now, as we all know, he is now the director / president / CEO / owner, whatever the hell he is, of Matrix Media Roleplay. And yeah, so we'll go over I'll actually put it up right now for you guys to see, and we'll go over it.
Now, just remember.
Okay, there we go. The last names are blurred out, so none of that will be put up there. So let's just go over what was said. So this is coming from Brett first. We don't know any of the conversation that took place before this, so we cannot elaborate as to how this all came along, but this is pretty much what we can go off of. So Brett allegedly says, "I'm going to talk with Polecat and see if we can get you back in." This was regarding Josh I believe he was kicked out of LCDOJ. And so then Josh says, "Talk to Tommy. He was the initial banner." So yes, Josh did get banned. Brett then said, "You will more than likely be lifted real soon." He's referencing the ban. Josh says, "Okay," and he links his Ustream.tv, not sure. He said, "Literally just live streaming Ted." Still don't know what that means. And then Brett says, "We have to deal with something else first." Josh says, "Okay." Then Brett says, "You want to send a pic now? If I'm creeping you out, just tell me. But I want a dick pic. I can send one too.
Oh my
If
God.
no, just tell me."
I'm gonna
So
be
there
sick
it
to
is.
my stomach.
All right, so there it is. I mean, what do you think about that, guys?
Well, let's see. You asked for a dick pic, and look where it got you. Got used to running TN4. Are you happy now? Well,
Oh, and just to let you guys know, this is not like this came out of nowhere. Josh is the one who sent this in to us. He's pretty much playing the deny card. He never stated he wanted to stay anonymous. So, we're not afraid to tell you who submitted this tip. And yeah, how else would we get someone else's real Skype messages? Brett wouldn't send them to us, so. I mean, yeah. I don't know.
Jesus Christ,
why,
Brett.
and why?
Yeah,
Explain
seriously.
this to me, please.
And then, now the question is boggling me. He's asking for. He said, "You want to send a pic now?" So I'm assuming for Brett getting him back into the clan, this is what he wanted. Is that what it sounds like to you guys?
Oh yeah, and it's
It
like
kind of fits in there.
he's like asking it for like immediately though. He's like, "Done this now, and we can get you right in."
Well, what it seems like to me is that he's probably wanting a dick pic to get something in return for getting Josh unbanned or his ban lifted.
Well,
So I'm thinking that's probably what was going on.
Yeah.
that's not a way to get through it.
Yeah. You're right. No, you're right. Yeah. I don't know.
An easier way is to talk to somebody about it and not be like, "Hey, let me dick pic." Okay.
Yeah, it's a little weird. I don't know. The whole topic's creeping me out a little bit, so I'm just going to drop it at this. It's pretty much the story's still open for investigation, so if we do, we will definitely do a follow-up. Brett declined to comment. Pretty much his comment was, "Haha, not falling for that," so that was that. I don't know. I guess he must have thought it was like a trick questioning situation.
Well,
Who knows? Yeah.
And say
So
something and comment on it.
eventually, hopefully, he sees about the situation now. It's kind of serious.
Yes, most definitely.
And yeah, so that's that. So that's the end of our stories. Like I said, it was a slow week this week. Now we're going to go ahead and jump into our special guests because we do have a lot to say. We have pretty much a straight half an hour to interview them and do the live Q&A. So right now we will be introducing Hamey and Griffin. Nice to see you guys.
What's up, guys? This is Griffin.
All right, and they run the Los Santos Department of Public Safety, which actually just opened up today. So definitely go check that out if you're interested. Yeah, EA is right. And just personally, I have looked at their website, and I'm kind of like blown away by the way that all these things were taken care of. This is a clan that instead of just saying, "Hey, I want to start up a clan," and starts up a clan, it's not like that. It says, "Hey, I want to start up a clan. Let's set everything up first and then open it." You know, I think that's really unique that you guys did that. Not you don't see a lot of people do that. They kind of just rush. So we'll go ahead and get into the questions. All right, so here we go. We know you guys are opening your clan today. How stressful has it been setting everything up?
It's been it's been a roller coaster actually. We didn't expect the response at all right off the bat. I'll be honest. I don't think any of us four that started off with this project expected right off the bat to have this much of a response. I mean, it's like you said, we wanted to start everything off with organization, getting everything on paper, getting everything typed out, getting everything set, and it was just wildfire, man. I mean, I'm telling you, it's we actually had to cut off applications because
Wow.
we didn't even have the command staff in place to control it all, really. So we had to put apps on hold.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, we were trying to get a website up, and to be honest with you, the first two nights when the theme was revealed, actually our website went down from just views.
Okay.
We had it was something around like 900 something views within the first 48 hours.
Wow.
And they were unique views, so we actually went down. And
So they're all individual people.
Views. Then the app started flooding in, and we were like, okay, well, we put the app module up on Engine just, so we can have it set up and everything. We
Yeah.
didn't figure people would start filling it out already, but yeah, it's been a roller coaster. But the members we started off with have been extremely helpful, and that's decreased the stress on us and everything else. So
Awesome.
yeah, they've been outstanding. So it's been awesome.
Cool. Very nice. So what, in your opinion, is the hardest part of running a successful clan?
To be honest with you, it's the clan as a whole. In my opinion, I don't know if Hammy's gonna disagree, and he'll say his 2 cents after me, pretty much. But it's just the clan as a whole, man. It's all the way from ownership, all the way down to the members, and even down to recruits, cadets, and everybody else, even visitors or friends of the community. If everybody doesn't put everything together and put their hands together and everything, get a little dirty and everything as far as getting things done and stuff, I mean, it doesn't work out. And that's the biggest part about it, is getting everybody together. And I think that's the hardest part, man.
Yeah, definitely.
So you got anything?
Yeah, I think it's more of it's a balancing act. You gotta weigh your priorities at different times. It's an ever-changing environment, so you always gotta alter and change your game plan for what's going on at the moment. So that's kind of a hard thing to do sometimes, to get it right. Sometimes you don't get it right, sometimes you get it wrong, and sometimes you get it right. So
Awesome. All right, so let's move on to the next question. So would you consider a bumpy road to get your clan up and running and to where it is now?
In my opinion, I mean, the biggest bump, we pretty much made it over already, which was, oh my god, how do we find members? And poof, oh my god,
there it is.
over there.
Yeah, yeah.
Like magic.
We pretty much robbed the proper genie bottle, and they kind of just pooped there.
That's funny that you say that, because this only comes along, you don't see this happen very often.
It was,
That
and
is
like
true.
we answered the first question, man, it was insanity. It was straight insane. We were getting, if Hammy will correct me if I'm wrong, but we were getting something like 24, 26 apps during
Wow.
one daytime of one day, and it was just
10 people, before I was able to get the website application set up, we had 10 people join the website.
Wow.
Within an hour.
That's one of the I think that would be one of the biggest bumps of starting a clan, is getting your member body set up.
Mhm.
Getting the meat and potatoes of a clan, which is the members. They're
Oh, yeah.
always the most important part of it, and most important aspect of it. I mean, you can have as many commissioners as you want, and captains and colonels, or whatever little shiny little icons you want to throw on teams. Without
Yeah.
actual members,
Yeah.
and the colonels and everything like that is pretty much senseless. So the biggest bump is membership. The second bump is organizing it all. And again, thanks to our members and stuff, most of our mandates, most of our policies and everything are actually member made. So, it's been awesome.
Awesome. So, as the commissioners, would you guys consider yourselves good friends? I know Wolfs isn't here to talk on his behalf, but I'm pretty sure you can answer that for him.
Well, the thing is, we've talked before, and you guys know pretty much the gist of us already. Most of us are older guys. I'm one of the younger ones, and I'm 30 years old. So, two of us are pretty much at work as if it's part of our heartbeat. The other two, one has a business, the other one's doing his thing, and we all understand each other, and we all understand, what it is to, that we're putting into this, and we have a lot of respect for each other. Everybody's pretty much broken up into duties of who runs what, who controls the the maintenance of this, like a website, or who's maintaining the team speak and stuff. So, I mean, it's a pretty well-oiled little machine we got going on there.
Awesome.
Yeah, we one of the other points is, as commissioners, we don't make a decision on our own. We go to the group, and the group discusses it. And if we're kind of at odds during our conversation, we stay in that room until we come to a compromise that everyone can live with. So that's the way we do it. It's not just all of a sudden, I want to do this, I'm going to do this. So
that's awesome.
that helps.
Yes, and then everyone knows what they have to do.
Yep.
Yeah, it's almost like we could nickname it the dungeon of debate, if you will.
Yeah, that's good.
I hate the dungeon.
All right, so let's move on to the next one. So I'm going to ask this in kind of like a two-parter. So do you currently have a lot of high-rank positions open? And if so, do you plan on filling those ranks right away, or plan on making people work their way up? Because this is a problem with a lot of clans. They'll start people off in the positions to keep them full,
Well, here's how we had a meeting completely separate just for this topic when we decided to open up this whole project. And the thing that we decided to do is we placed the main critical positions because we literally had to. I mean, it's one of those things that it's part of your core, clan structure.
Mm-hmm.
And without those links, the rest of the chain pretty much isn't there.
That's very true.
We have
yeah.
4 main departments, which is your police, your sheriffs, your training, and your dispatch. And we have another department for I already said the training. And we just pretty much put heads of those departments. So, for example, a chief of police for PD, a sheriff for the sheriff's office. We have directors for the training and for the dispatch center. Other than that, everybody's at the same level as recruit. And as far as high ranks goes, we have a point system. Okay, and for everything that they do in the clan, they earn a certain amount of points. So right now, every single member is starting at the same level of recruit. By the time they finish their recruit school or their training academy, they'll have 100 points, for example.
Okay.
Every meeting they attend is 10 points. Every patrol they attend is 20 points. And to achieve each rank, upon opening or etc., if the rank is limited to a certain amount or whatever, each rank has a certain amount of points that are required and a certain amount of prerequisites like training classes and etc. And that's how they move up. We don't just place people. They actually have to do things in the clan to earn their way up.
So that's pretty much who earns their way up is getting that spot. Okay.
It takes away the bias of friends.
For example,
Yeah.
you're going to hold certain academy classes for recruits, but also throughout the month there will be specialized training classes that they can join and earn more promotion points.
Now, how do you feel that works against people who can't be as active and can't attend those meetings? Is that kind of held against them because of that, or?
Well, the thing is, we actually have a human resources system implemented. We actually have a human resources control system in there, where we track every member's trainings, every member's activity, every member's leave. So we're literally tracking everything. And what happens is, if the individual just doesn't put into the clan or doesn't participate, I mean, that individual stays at the bottom of the chain.
That's true.
Now, let's say, you do have those individuals. I mean, I'm just going to keep it real because, where you have those individuals that don't want to, participate, but they want to come on here and say, well, I've been in this clan.
Oh, yeah.
My due date was 2 years ago and I want this. Well, no, dude, look at your, look at your track record here.
Like, look what you do. You're just a regular officer still. There must be a reason for that.
And we won't just say, okay, well, why do you got just a little one chevron on you? We'll actually go on your human resources page, and we'll actually email it to you. Like, well, look what you've done the past, 5 months or whatever. And that guy can say, well, okay, yeah, I didn't do, much of anything. Okay, well, try better next time.
Yeah.
It's all about effort in this clan is pretty much how it is.
Awesome.
So no, the high ranks, what were critical were issued and we have the people that have been experienced in multiple clans and everything, successful clans, and that was it. That's the only thing that was handed out.
Okay. Awesome. All right, so now we want to kind of go into your vision of Los Santos Department of Public Safety for the future. So how many members do you guys plan on having registered on your site within the next 2 months, like around an estimate?
Well, right now we're at 37 registered members.
Okay.
I'm going to say probably in the next 2 months, I'm going to guess we'll probably be doubled in that we want quality versus quantity.
Yes.
So we're not just going to take anyone. We're going to we've got a good human resource system and recruitment process that members have to go through, as well as if you come into the clan, you're on probation when you first come in. So if you screw up or you're doing really stupid stuff, you're probably not the right fit for us. So we don't want you. We don't want to have that drama that affects so many other clans.
Mm-hmm.
So with the way we're doing things, we're looking for more of the mature base. So our main target zone is around the 18 plus. We do allow younger members in. Obviously, on case by case basis. If it's someone super young, then we do have an Explorer program that they can test it out. We can see how they are, put them through that. If they are extremely mature and they show, exactly what we're looking for in members, then we can bump them up to a probationary member. And after that stage, if they do that, they can come in as a full member. So we've got in place to kind of help us move forward. But yeah, we really do want to have a quality. I would rather be in a patrol of 12 solid guys than a patrol of 30 complete crazy members, disorganized members where, no one having fun. It's all crazy like.
Yeah, definitely.
And as far as vision goes, I mean, we want to. There isn't really a scope or a horizon for us. As far as this thing's going to take us, is how we're going to take the ride on the roller coaster with it, pretty much. A lot of people. Matter of fact, we have an actual entire batch of members that are just waiting for us to hit PC on GTA 5. So that'll be another big. We have applications, matter of fact, right now on standby, just for GTA 5 on PC already. So it's one of those things like, and our vision altogether is just uniqueness. We haven't taken any designs from any other clans. Our SOPs don't match any other clans. Our CAD system doesn't match. We have an actual MDT report writing system that officers can sit there and write out complete reports as detailed as they want to go into it. Like I said, a human resources system that actually tracks members' activities and trainings and ribbons, and it's something. Our vision is literally to be different. We don't want to be the standard clan that's made and just follows the template. We want to take that template and break through those walls and just be, no, this is LSDPS, and this is how we are. And I think from what we've gathered so far, I mean, that's what everybody's been telling us, is that most definitely, like, I don't know if I can really say this on here, but holy crap, you guys,
oh yeah, no, it's fine.
Especially like you said with the web, the website has brought a tremendous amount of attention, and it's not even complete yet. I'll tell you guys right now, I'm looking in our commissioner forums, and I think at my last update on that website was I'm about 75 to 80% only on that website. So
wow.
And it's just one of those things. It's like, we don't want to follow a template. We don't want to be a standard.
Very nice. That's very well said, actually.
We want to
yeah.
Other communities.
Awesome. So how are you guys going to be campaigning for your clan, like with advertisements or word of mouth, or?
In my opinion, I think the best way that you can advertise for a clan And again, this goes back to the top, the top line of command for the clan being all older guys is literally reputation. Your name is everything. Your reputation is everything. And if you treat your members right and you show them that you respect them, you respect their opinion and stuff, like we've had an awesome time doing so far. I think in the long run, I mean, word of mouth will spread, and when people come over here and try it out themselves and they see it for themselves and they spread it some more, I don't think we're not one of those clans where we want, like Hamby said, we don't want quantity, we want quality. So if the word starts getting out there to the right people and everything, I mean, there are no limits pretty much.
Wow, that's awesome. So would you guys like to one day be as big as Mounties Gaming?
I know a couple of guys there, and I know Hammy knows a bunch of people there, and best of respect for those guys. I mean, they've done a absolute tremendous job over there, and especially handling as many members as they do and keeping that place organized. I mean, that's literally a round of applause for those guys. However, it's still on that same concept of, we don't want to follow along behind anyone else. We want to kind of branch off, and we're kind of like that rock star that hangs out at choir practice, if you will. The guy with the spiked up hair and the mohawk and everything else. Everybody's kind of like looking at him like, who's that?
Yeah, that's true.
So, and to be honest with you, that's two different styles to be really with you. Whereas Mounties Gaming, they're organized, they're really top notch, they're professional and everything, and we want to be the same way. However, we just want our little kick to it, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, you have to make something different about it. Definitely.
Yeah.
All right, awesome. So then that's the end of the questions that we have for you guys. We'll go ahead and open up to the live Q&A. So we actually had a question here that someone had already put in. So it was pretty much, how did you guys create your guys' CAD system? Also, how do you guys feel about other clans possibly taking a certain idea from you guys?
Well, for one, obviously it'd be stupid for us to give out some of our trade secrets.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So we're not going to go into where we got our CAD system or how we went about it, unfortunately. All I can say is it is a kick-ass system. It's very functional and awesome. Sorry, what was the second question that they had?
It was pretty much, and how do you guys feel about, because in the future, there's going to be people who either A or B, they're upset, they leave your clan. Is this possible that this system could get leaked to the point where you guys are out of your system and now multiple other clans have it? Is that something that could happen?
Well, here's the thing, okay? And, we actually talked about that topic, to be honest with you, as far as leadership goes in the clan. And, there's always going to be, someone that utilizes an idea that someone else came up with. The biggest thing with that is that, simply, you as one single person, you can't have every great idea.
Yeah.
So, you know what? If you go out there and you reach out on the internet and you grab a couple of different ideas and you put them together, that's fine. It has to go back to that whole concept of taking care of your people so that they stay with you. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Even though you might have 4 clans that have the same CAD system or have the same cart pack or have the same whatever you want to call it, the actual clan itself, the body of members itself is, it'll keep the members there and it'll invite more in. So even though those 4 clans, for example, have the same CAD system, the people that treat their members better will still get the members anyway.
That's very true.
You could have the best idea and the best laid out plan, but if your command staff isn't fully on board as well, and if, like Griffin was saying, if you treat your members like they mean nothing, members are everything. You can be a commissioner of a clan, but if you're a commissioner of a clan without members, you don't have a clan. You might have a name and a title and all that, but really you're nothing. So that's our biggest thing is, you know what, we treat everyone equally. Obviously, chain of command does come into play at times when it needs to. But in the end, we're all gamers. We just want to go out and have some fun and some realistic role play and all that. That's all we're looking for. So, yeah, if people want to take our ideas, good on them. You know, best of luck. But you know what? You got to have the right command staff in place, or else everything.
Or else the idea, or else it doesn't. You know, that system wouldn't help them if they didn't have everything in place.
Yeah,
It's pretty much useless, is what you're saying. Yeah, so then that's understandable.
It's pretty much like the Eiffel Tower, man. I mean,
Yeah.
it's like you know, your members are your 4 legs.
Yeah.
Right. You got your command staff as the 4 on top of that, and then you have the commissioners, where they're that little tiny, wincy little antenna up at the top. You know,
Mm-hmm.
the commissioners are just a small, very small, minuscule part of a clan. You know, your command staff are to be appreciated, and you know, they're supposed to be supported by the commissioners. You know, as far as getting things done, getting things organized, etc. And then your members are those 4 legs. You know, if you lose those 4 legs, I mean, you can do whatever you can try to do, but that core of that tower and that antenna up top, they're just going to tumble anyway.
Yeah.
Whether you still want to keep paying for that URL or that website hosting every year, or that TeamSpeak hosting every year, and just keep wasting your money because, you know, you just decided to treat people like a jerk. I mean, that's maybe some people's prerogatives, but honestly, you don't have a clan because okay, you got some shiny icons on you on TeamSpeak. Is there anybody else in there TeamSpeak with you? I mean,
Yeah, that's
you
true.
know, that's what you gotta look at.
It's just you by yourself with all the tags.
You can be a super general, colonel, sergeant, chief guy, you know, with all these shiny things lined up on your name. Without your members, you're nothing.
Yeah, that's very well put. Because a lot of clans don't emphasize on the members are the backbone.
You got nothing without
Yeah.
them. I mean, whether you're a person like us that looks at quality over quantity, or you're a person that literally strives your clan on numbers, either way, you don't have anything without members. You don't have the good times. You don't have the talks. You don't have. I mean, I know me and Hammy, for example, were pulling some silliness in the chat on YouTube before, but I mean that you don't get none of that.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
for us older guys too, I mean, I don't speak for every single old guy. Maybe they have different opinions, but we get home from work, you know what I mean, and we want to hang out for a little bit and just relax. You know, we don't feel like really going out that night. Maybe, you know, we want to grab a game, just play it and have some fun and have some organization at the same time. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
Very nicely said. So, is there anything else you guys wanted to state? Because I don't believe we have any more questions, so we'll just pretty much end it after that. So, anything you guys wanted to say before we go ahead and wrap it up?
No, we just wanted to say, I just saw that last peeking Jew comment.
Oh my god.
We just want to say thank you to everybody that showed up, and we wanted to wish everybody the best of luck out there with the GTA 4 roleplay communities and all that. And you know, we just want to let people know that we're definitely here. We're making some noise. We wanted to thank TN4 for having us on here and everything.
We'd like to
else.
thank you for coming on as well.
Appreciate it, and you know, we'll be seeing everybody out there. So everybody have fun.
Awesome. And we wish you guys the best of luck with your clan as well.
But before we end, we definitely do appreciate both of you guys coming on here. I'd say very well answered, answers to the questions. I was just listening. They were very well put out. You know, looks like you guys put a lot of thought into it, so that's definitely appreciated.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Oh, you're welcome.
All right, so that's going to go ahead and wrap up our show. Anything you wanted to say, Cobra, before we go ahead and wrap it up?
Just pay attention to the website, keep up to date, and just, watch
Oh,
out for
also,
our
one big thing is there will be a lot
news
of changes coming come the 1st of January. Just say there will be a lot of changes. So keep that in the lookout for the future. Anything you wanted to say, Burns? And then I'll go ahead and cut it to the end.
All I can say is thank you guys for showing up. We definitely appreciate it. And don't forget to check out next week's cast.
Definitely. Do not
Definitely
forget
have
this.
a
Yeah, we do have a special guest booked. So
very special guest that was very.
I believe he actually just typed in chat now, so we'll just leave it at that.
Oh, hey. Anyway, happy holidays, and see you guys next week.
Thank you guys very much.
Later.